Hi, Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the buyer's product ladder rack with the rear window guard. Now this is going to be a great option for you if you're someone who is a contractor, you want that extra protection for your vehicle, but you want something that's going to be pretty adjustable, then this will be the one for you. So let's take a closer look at it. Now for me, this is probably my top choice for a ladder rack of the style with the cantilever on it, because we do have that rear window guard. So if you are a contractor or someone in a similar position to them, it's great because if anything's hanging down that might swing forward, or you have some larger things back here that might fall over, it's going to make contact with that guard instead of your back window, and it's going to have that honeycomb design, so it'll be pretty visible when you are trying to back up too. The other thing that makes this one really unique is going to be this rear crossbar. I already took out one pin, but I'll take out one from the other side too, just like that, and then we can remove it. Typically, I'm not going to have a ladder rack up here when I do that, but I scooted mine up some, and just like that, we have more space where we can walk forward and back some. So if you're constantly getting in the back of your bed, this makes it a lot easier so you're not bumping your head, or if you have any taller items like a fridge you want to throw back here, you'll have the space to do that. Let's talk a little bit about how it's going to be like that as you live with it. So of course we are going to have this handle here. It's going to make it a lot easier getting up and down in the back of your bed. But that handle is going to connect to this side guard. That side guard is going to be great for anything like your ladders, lumber, anything that is longer. It's going to help it keep it in place, prevent it from sliding off. But you can also use it as a tie-off point to secure your loads down. And speaking of securing your loads down, we're going to have these holes here on the side, different sizes, for different size hooks that fit through there. Smaller ones probably be better for anything like bungee hooks. Larger ones going to be better for like anything like a clevis or S hook. Now, when we come down a little bit further, we're going to have another point to secure your loads down, and that's going to be any type of rope you have. You can tie off to there, but I also like this because if you are on the work site, let's say you got an extension cable, you can come over here, put it down there for the moment, then it's going to make it a lot easier to grab when you're on the go. And I did want to talk to the quality of this a little bit more. And what I mean by that is the type of powder coat we have and how the hardware feels. So a lot of these ladder racks, some of the powder coating can feel a little bit cheap. It's flaking off at some point. You might get some rusting right out of the box. This one I have today, I didn't notice any rusting. This powder coat feels really good. It's solid throughout. And we are going to have some coating on our hardware. But using this so far, I didn't notice any issues trying to thread it in place. So that tells me they did a pretty good job putting it together. And I did want to talk about how it mounts to your vehicle. It's going to mount the same to every vehicle out there. It is important though you put in your vehicle information into our fit guide to make sure this is going to fit your vehicle. Because what's nice about this is it is going to be fairly large, but it will fit a lot of vehicles since the towers or the legs on here can adjust to fit different bed lengths. What's really going to be the biggest point to watch out for is going to be underneath your bed rails. Because this truck specifically, they did have a lip underneath here, but it still works just fine. And that's why I do recommend using that fit guide. But the way it mounts is just two J-style clamps that grab onto your bed rail and cinch it tight with this foot right here. And it does a really good job. Is not moving at all. And that's what I really like about this is there's not going to be any modification or drilling needed to install this. But like I was just saying, this is going to be a fairly large rack, and we do have this on an 8-foot bed, so that kind of gives you an idea of how big it actually is. But if you need those exact numbers, you can check out the specs part of our page, that'll let you know how it's going to look back here. Now when it comes to weight capacity, this is going to be rated for 1,000 pounds. And I gotta say, it feels pretty sturdy throughout. Some of them I've noticed near the cantilever, it'll have a little more flex. This one here, I'm pulling on it pretty good, and it's barely moving at all, so that definitely does reassure me this is gonna be pretty good. But it is important, if you have any type of heavy loads in your bed, just make sure that you're not gonna overload your vehicle and damage something if you're gonna try to fully load this up too. So overall, if you are looking for a ladder rack that is going to be fairly large, is going to offer protection for the back of your vehicle, offer you a little bit more versatility, being able to remove that back crossbar, and something that is going to look pretty nice back here and feel good, this is probably going to be my top choice for a ladder rack of this style. Now, if you find that you're never going to have to get in through the back of your truck, or you're not going to have any taller items that you're loading up really at all, one I would recommend would be the etrailer ladder rack. Since it's going to be very similar to this, it just won't come with this back attachment here that'll protect your back window, and it won't have that removable crossbar on the back of it. But if you do decide to go with this, let us know how it's working for you in either a comment or review, and let us know if it really has made loading up your gear a little bit easier. Now, if you guys want to see the installation, we actually do have another video showing you how to do that. We talk about some tips and tricks to make it easier. But if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at etrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.